everybody, how you doing? My name is Nana. I am the CEO and founder of 54 Kingdoms, and I'm here with...
My name is Kwaku. I'm the president of 54 Kingdoms.
There's a lot of pieces that people have created through history, fashion, whether it's accessories, and they just created to create, but for us, it's the soul of the piece. It's to have the meaning behind anything that we create. Is what brings it to life, is what creates that human connection to everything that we create. So yeah, we just don't create to create, we create to educate, empower, and we create to motivate. So
absolutely. Yeah, so this legacy that we're continuing, we're hoping that it inspires the next generation of designers to not only think about fashion design as just aesthetic, but also add more value to it, whether it's going down in history or looking at your culture or your traditions and learning from there and being able to kind of merge what you've learned with what's going on in the industry today and be able to tell a powerful story. So this is the Kenyan flag, and then in Kenya there's the Maasai group of people. They are known to be warriors, and they end up as warriors they carry their shield and their spears. So this is the shield, right? Okay. The inspiration for the design comes from the symmetric shape in the shield. We call this the Maasai shield inspired dresses and skirts. The design comes from the Maasai group of people in Kenya and Tanzania. They are known particularly for their their strength in terms of being warriors, and actually warriors carry their shield and their spear. In the shield actually is the a symmetric shape that we took that design from that shield and applied it on a dress for the women, and also we used that for skirts. The reason why we wanted to tell that story was because anytime there's a mention of the warriors in Kenya, is always referring to the man, where the women play a major role in supporting these men to be warriors, and it takes a warrior to recognize one. So we really wanted to pay homage to the women in that community by saying that they're also powerful beyond measures, and they're also as warriors compared to the men as well. So that's the story behind the Maasai shield inspired dresses.
We pretty much continue the legacy of storytelling, right? We take the stories that either some forgotten or some that might not be really well known. We take that, we pass that on to people in our generation, even those before us that might not know the stories of what came before them. So I think that that's our part of carrying on that legacy of always telling that story. We got introduced to Victoria about 8 months ago or something like that. It's been 6 months, 6 to 8 months.
Almost 6 months.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah.
And I think that once we got introduced to once we got introduced to her party, she got introduced to our party.
Yeah.
It was pretty much just the perfect mix of style and enthusiasm and passion, but it all just kind of made sense ever since then. She learned more about us, we learned more about her. Yeah. We've been talking about doing this collab for quite some time now, and we're finally here, 6 months in the making, and we wouldn't change it for the world.
People are now buying into stories. People are now buying into meaningful fashion, and I think that's what we've been doing since we established 54 Kingdoms, and that's what we're going to continue to do in the spirit of Africa, Pan-Africanism, and in the spirit of fashion. I had the chance to visit the Maasai people, so I know how strong and powerful the women are in that. This was recently. I just came back from Kenya as well. So that's the little story behind this design. The idea is that women are powerful beyond measures, and it takes a warrior to recognize.